All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Creators Corner here with TubeBuddy. I'm really excited for you guys to be joining me today. We're going to be talking about money today. We're going to be talking about revenue and making money using YouTube. So I'm going to be joined by Auret and Jewel, who are full-time YouTubers and founders of Essetino artists with a passion for helping other creatives out there understand YouTube and how to build a business around it. They've recently just surpassed 33,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And they continue to grow with over 1,000 new subscribers each month. They also have helped over 70,000 students through their online course community and many more through their private one-on-one mentoring program. So really excited for you all to meet them. So if you're joining us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere, let us know. Say hello in the comments. I see our friend Dean Reynolds is here. Hello, Dean. Good to see you. So I'm going to be bringing our special guest on today. Here we go. Hey, ladies. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, Rob. How's it going?
Hello, going
Rob.
well.
Hey, everyone.
Hello. Going well. I know we're all from Vancouver, so we're all reined in anyway. So.
Yes, yeah. Which is a good thing actually right now because it's really hot.
Exactly.
I think we need a break from the heat.
Exactly. No, that's awesome. So good to have you both here. This is not the first time we've collaborated here on the TubeBuddy channel. So you both taken over our channel before, done trainings and stuff. So, but for those of you that don't know who you both are and what you both do, if you could just do a quick little introduction, say hello to everybody that's tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. So hello, everybody. I like that point. Go. My name is Auret. This is Jewel. We're from Essetino artists. Like Rob said, we're very passionate about helping creative entrepreneurs grow their business online. So our channel is all about how to make money online, all aspects of marketing. We do a lot of social media tutorials as well as mindset, because that's also an important component in terms of your growth and success as well. So everything that we do with our channel, our courses, we have private mentoring services as well. It's all based around that.
Awesome. Sounds good. Yeah, really excited. And you guys have just reached, you surpassed the 33,000 subscriber milestone, which is amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Yeah. Just want to say hello to everyone here. Dean Reynolds, there's Jennifer Kwok on LinkedIn, Scully's House.
Hey, Jennifer.
Linda Ray, Lenny Ramirez.
Lenny, so one of ours from our channel.
Oh, awesome. Lenny, welcome to our channel. That's awesome. Cool. So, how did you both get started on YouTube? Always really curious. We'll talk about money very soon. So if you're here, drop your questions in about monetization, revenue, all that stuff. We're going to dig into that. But I want to know your story a little bit on how you started on YouTube and why YouTube, of all the different platforms.
Sure. Yeah. So Auret and I are best friends from high school. So we've literally known each other since we were like 12, 13 years old, grade 8. And, we started after high school ended. She was supposed to be a doctor. I was supposed to be a nurse. That obviously didn't work out. And we found the online world in 2010. And I said that I want to create passive income. At the time, it was just blogs that were really popping at the time, WordPress blogs. And we said we want to be entrepreneurs. So our YouTube channel is actually from 2011. That's when I signed up for the account, but I never actually did anything with it until 2015. So at the time, we were trying to be anywhere and everywhere all the time. We were trying to be on Facebook. We had this blog. We had Twitter, and we were just trying to do everything. And we realized that video is where we really gravitate towards, for me especially, because I'm not a writer. I don't really like typing out a whole bunch of stuff. I really just like talking to a video. It's way easier for me and it comes naturally. So in 2015, we had already released a bunch of videos here and there, and we started doing tutorial videos. And the reason why I started tutorial videos is because I was watching a Facebook tutorial on how to do something with the vertical Facebook banners. I'm not sure if you remember when Facebook had the vertical banner on the left-hand side of your profile.
Yep.
It was before the horizontal. And I was trying to figure out how to do something with it. And the tutorial that I was watching was really bad. It was horrible. It had really loud, aggressive rock music playing. And it's where they type on the notepad on the screen, the instructions. And I was like so frustrated because I'm trying to understand how to do this tutorial. And by the time I figured it out, I said to myself, I can do a better tutorial than this. Rather than, you know, all this music blasting and everything like that. So that's kind of how it all started. Is I think that I can explain things in a way that I would understand. And it turns out that people like our way of teaching as well. So that's how we started. And around the end of 2015, we actually got an email from YouTube they were doing a program where they were helping out new YouTubers, like really small YouTubers. Because at the time we only had 300 something subscribers, like literally just 300 subscribers. And they reached out to us and they were offering us a 3-call mentorship where they would do these 3 half-an-hour calls. And they were actually from YouTube. And this girl that she was kind of like mentoring us, she's like, create a schedule, have designated days for the certain type of content if you want to release all these different types of content. And so we started doing that. And before we knew it, we hit 1,000 subscribers and then 3,000 subscribers. And then it just started doing this snowball effect to where it is now. We're averaging about 1,300 new subscribers per month. And the revenue also, because of what's happening, has grown as well. So that's kind of how we got started from 2015.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I can definitely relate. Like, I'm not a writer myself, and that's why a lot of the content that I create is all videos. Maybe podcast. I'll join a podcast once in a while when I get invited. But if you guys are the same way, let me know in the chat if you guys are writers, or if you guys aren't. Type yes if you're not a writer like us. But yeah, no, I love that. So tell us a little bit about. Let's talk about money. So, any questions out there around revenue, about monetization, about all those things, let us know in the chat. But first, let's kind of set the foundation here. What are the different revenue streams that you have on your channel, through your channel, out of YouTube, sort of all the different branches of revenue streams?
So the first one that everybody knows is Google AdSense with all the ads. That has been growing like crazy, and we can talk about that. We also do affiliate marketing. So with different websites, not just Amazon. Most people know that Amazon has their affiliate program, but we do it with also other people's courses and products when we interview them, or we do it from other softwares websites like Camtasia or something like that. We also feed that into our courses. So we also have physical digital products as well. Our YouTube courses we actually also have a Camtasia course, and then our one-on-one services. So people also hire us to get one-on-one coaching for how to exactly start a YouTube channel. And Auret also does a lot of design work. So she does a ton of graphic work for people, PDF designs, landing pages.
Yeah, so it's there's like at least 5 different revenue streams here that feeds into the different products and services that we have. And then the stuff on YouTube is the Google AdSense, affiliate marketing. We'll also make income as well from sponsored videos every so often. But it has to be something, of course, that we believe in before we create a video on it. So we're not just doing sponsored videos. So yeah, at least 5 revenue streams from the channel.
That's amazing. That's amazing. A lot of people, we were talking before this, a lot of people, when they're on YouTube, they focus on the AdSense, right? On the monetization, ads on videos, pre-roll, all that kind of, that one revenue stream. So speak to the audience out there that may have smaller channels. They don't have AdSense, it's not available to them, that option. So if you were, kind of starting over again, let's pretend you're starting your channel over again and you were under 1,000 subscribers. What sort of revenue channels would you explore first?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually did a presentation on this because, a lot of people think that you have to be a big channel in order to make money from the ads. And it's actually it's not even directly related. Like the growth of your channel, like how big your channel is, doesn't necessarily mean you're making more money as well from the ads. So we advise to focus on things that you can control. So for example, if you were to create like a product review channel, if you're a smaller channel, you can absolutely make revenue on the back end from partnerships and affiliate marketing deals. So you're endorsing a product that you believe in, that you trust, that you've used, of course. And when someone, and you indicate in that video for someone to click on your link, then you make a percentage of that sale. So that is something that I know, Jewel, especially you've always advised other people to start a review channel.
It's the easiest type of channel in my opinion, or start a tutorial type channel based on what you already know. So it doesn't have to be like what we do. We have other people who work on the farm and they're doing tutorials on how to grow stuff and how to create trailers, and I don't even know, but like they're doing tutorial videos on that. And, a lot of people see our channel, and I was waiting for one of those kinds of comments from Amazingly SF, where they say 33,000 subscribers, 200 views on each video. Yeah, right. And they kind of think like, oh, do you really actually make ad revenue? And it is like, a lot of people don't believe it because it is mind blowing. Our YouTube channel right now is about to hit $4,000 a month in ad revenue in Canadian dollars. It's Canadian because we're here in Vancouver, so we count it as Canadian. So you absolutely do not need a huge channel. Our channel is like less than 50,000.
It's a baby channel in comparison to a lot of the ones out there too. So yeah, don't think that you need to have a massive channel in order to actually see revenue from it. Even like less than 1,000, you can still be making money with different revenue streams.
We're doing the same thing with Auret's music channel. So we just started Auret's music channel. It has 1,800 subscribers, so less than 2,000 subscribers. We just turned on monetization maybe like 2 months ago that she just got approved. Yeah. And it's already making money. Like it's already going to hit its first $100 month or whatever.
From ad revenue. But the funny thing is, or the awesome thing is that it's already made more over $1,000 through sponsored videos. So that's just, just to give you an idea.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. That's fantastic. There's, again, it's such a good reminder that AdSense is not the best way. I mean, we get to talk to a lot of bigger channels. A lot of them actually don't even turn on AdSense because they can make so much more through courses, memberships, sponsorships, all those things. That's really good. Really, really inspiring. There's a comment here from COD Vlogs. I know how to make money on YouTube and all the different ways you can make money, but I can't seem to grow. But I will keep trying and making quality videos. Just keep on going. If you have any question on that, that's awesome. I'm not sure if you can't grow the revenue, or you can't grow the channel, maybe both.
And also what kind of videos are you creating? What's your channel about? Give us a little bit more of a backstory.
Yeah, that would be helpful too. The way that we, the quality of your content is very important as well, what you're saying in the video. But also it's important, of course, to, once you've created that video, to have people see it. So the main way that we get people to see our videos is just by knowing how to do SEO, YouTube SEO really well. That's like the majority of our traffic that comes to our videos is by ranking them in the search engines using TubeBuddy.
There you go.
Auret's music channel is like when she got that brand deal, she was at less than 1,500 subscribers, and the videos are getting less than 100 views. It's all about how you position yourself in the video. Are you looking professional? Are you positioning yourself in a way where people want to work with you? That all still matters as well. And the video got less than 100 views, and they paid her a pretty good chunk in US dollars to do one video on their website. And a lot of people underestimate that micro influencers.
That's such a good point. I was listening to Dusty Porter, who's part of the TubeBuddy family here. He's got an awesome podcast called the YouTube Creator Hub podcast, and he was talking about sponsored, brand deals and stuff. And a lot of YouTube creators are smaller. They seem to think, and I kind of think the same way too. I felt the same way that, my channel is too small. Why would I be sponsored? Why would they sponsor my content? And a lot of times channel brands may not be looking to get sponsor or sponsor you because you can drive sales. They just want someone to create quality videos so that they can share it with their social channels. It's almost just like paying you to do a tutorial video for them, not necessarily for the sales, right? It's for the content. So really, really good. There's a comment here, Lenny Ramirez, Essetino courses and videos are gold. Absolutely. Thanks, Lenny. That's awesome. And yeah, speaking of that, I'm going to share the link to Jewel and Auret's courses in the chat. So feel free to go check them out. Got some courses there about Camtasia, how to get started with YouTube. There's a course on YouTube SEO, which is about TubeBuddy a little bit. So very good.
My entire brain dump of how exactly I do keyword research. And, once you find that keyword to rank your video for, what do you do in the title? What do you do in the tags, the description? Like, it's literally the entire process we use for every single video to have them be found in the search engines.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to share that in the link. So go check that out. That's really good. Super awesome courses there. Columbus here is saying from Twitter, says, I'm only making money by ads only. That's fine. That's totally fine. But definitely explore other revenue channels. I think you're probably, leaving some money on the table there, but not doing that. Our good friend Linda Ray and Trevor, awesome friends of TubeBuddy as well, has a question. How are you attracting new subscribers? I know content matters, but what tips do you have for those under 200 subs?
So Linda, it's exactly, what we've mentioned before is being consistent with your video production. So always show up, stick to your publishing schedule, whatever that might look like. For us, it's 3 to 4 videos a week, but you can, do well with just 1 video a week. Whatever is realistic for you, stick to it and be consistent, consistently show up. And have, for us, we always advise to get to know YouTube SEO really well, because that's just a sustainable way to always have people come to your videos rather than, constantly sharing them on social media, which you should still be doing anyways. But doing that or paid ads, YouTube SEO is a way that's sustainable, consistent. It's you just do it once on the video and that's it. That video is going to have a long shelf life and it's going to keep working for you in perpetuity until YouTube is up, that is, in the search engines. So once you have all these little videos that are arms out there bringing people back into your channel, what call to actions are you giving them in the video as well? We tell people to subscribe in our videos. And so you want to make that call to action clear as well and let them know what to expect from your channel as well. Our banner says very clearly what we do. We tell people how often we release videos as well, so people know it's an active channel and to stay tuned for more.
Another thing that we do that a lot of people don't really talk about is we get subscribers here in the physical world, in the real world. So we created these things called YouTube subscribe cards. And if you go over here and grab one, it's just in the middle there. We made these YouTube subscribe cards. And whenever we go to the world is a little bit weird right now, but when we did go to the post office, the bank, restaurants, how when people are always oh, how's it going? What's up with you today? I will always respond with, oh, I just filmed a bunch of tutorials for my YouTube channel. That immediately piques interest. And they always ask, oh, you're a YouTuber? What's your YouTube channel? And then that's when I hand them this card. So it's a little YouTube subscribe card. And on the back is iamdreamdriven.com, which is a link that is our YouTube channel link, but we forwarded it to that domain. And we've gotten so many subscribers from our waiters and waitresses and post office people at the bank. And they're just always curious. It piques people's interest when you say you're a YouTuber. When we had 300 something subscribers, I already was calling myself a YouTuber, and I'm I'm a YouTuber. This is what I do. I film videos. And a lot of people think that they can't call themselves that until they reach a certain amount of subscribers or something, and then you can get the title. But it's whatever you it's whenever you want it, and I wanted it at that point. So we hand these cards out all the time. Just a couple days ago, actually, when we
that's so awesome.
when we were on the boat for my sister's birthday. So especially if you are a small YouTube channel, don't underestimate the physical world and handing these cards out. You'll get more subscribers than you think.
That's so good. That's so good. I think when we were at, when I was at Thanksgiving, we were at a meetup, I think you guys gave me one of those cards.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I was like, oh, it's awesome. I love it. Because you don't usually get those, right? Nobody uses the old school stuff anymore. So it definitely still works. That's awesome.
Yeah, it really did.
And I like how you start off with that. It's just like a YouTube video, you start with a hook,
Yeah.
Because
they're like, it's always like, oh, what videos do you film?
Yeah.
Your thing. And it's like, then they get so interested in there. And it's always, what is your YouTube channel? And it's like, boom, you pull out the card. You're not being spammy or anything like that.
It's
right. Like they asked you for it.
Yeah.
That's right. No, that's really good. Good advice. It's a good question here from our friend Dean Reynolds. It's actually a really good one, which is something a lot of YouTube creators talk about is how do you price sponsorships, right? So do you guys use Social Blue Book to help you charge the right amount for sponsored videos? How do you go about that? If a brand approached you like, hey, we'd love for you both to do a sponsored video, how do you go from there?
I remember way back, like looking at that website, and I can't remember when I looked it up, but we actually don't use it. And we base it on, okay, how long is this video going to take? And we generally charge like between 100 to 150 per hour US that this video is going to take. So that's that's just based on what we're like, how much time are we going to spend on this, and how much money do we want per hour at the very minimum? So that's kind of what we do. And at the beginning, obviously we charged like lower because we had less subscribers, but now we can go at a higher rate. So we don't use the Blue Book.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah. And Dean, on that, there's other ways too to get compensated. Sometimes it's not always like a flat amount. Sometimes it's a mixture of that plus affiliate commissions. There's different, different brands will have different, terms, like if they pay you for the sponsored video, then you can't use your affiliate link in the description or, stuff like that. Or they'll send you free product and a mixture and combination of different things. It's really good. Okay. Lenny asking, what are some of the toughest challenges consulting clients are struggling with lately?
Some of our YouTube consulting clients, that is. So we always get it's the consistency part of it is keeping up with video production.
People get scared of the commitment of YouTube.
It is a commitment, but we say to make it a habit. And that's the thing is that we often teach our system of being able to pump out so many videos at once. It's got to be a habit. It's got to be a muscle that you hit on, that you practice weekly on a weekly basis. So we often talk about batch filming, batch editing, and uploading so that you really set yourself up and stay one step ahead of yourself. I don't know if you have any other challenges to add.
Well, when in the very beginning, when we had that YouTube consultation and, she was saying, okay, we at the time we went from having one video a week to we wanted to do Monday to Thursday every day. And we learned the hard way. And sometimes you need to learn the hard way. We were like filming the video the day before, editing it right after, then uploading it for that Monday. And then when Monday came, we would film that video for Tuesday. And then we were just always playing this game of trying to get that video out filmed the day before. Yeah. But then we realized, what if we did bulk filming and we filmed everything like for at least a week in advance? So that worked the best for us. So on Saturdays is when I film for about 2 weeks of videos on the Saturday, and then I'll edit a week's worth on Sunday, and they'll get uploaded for Sunday. Auret will be doing the SEO on Sunday, and she also has her own filming day. So we kind of like split the different days. So that's how we're able to conquer the commitment of YouTube. And we made it like a habit. It is like working out to us. It comes very naturally. In the beginning, I needed certain triggers. So I used to have like this filming jacket that I would always put on. And this is like, you'll see in our early videos, it was a gray jean jacket. That's all I ever wore because I was like, what was like, a problem for me was like, what do I wear in the video? And it's like all these little things that you don't realize that might distract you. Yeah. So, and then always having the gear out, have the gear ready to go, have your setup ready to go. Make sure you have a full meal before you eat, because it sucks when you are filming videos and you are hungry and you have a headache. Like, make sure, like, there's these little things that, you pay attention to.
I love that. I love that. There you go. There you go. So that's really good. Yeah. Linda was asking, we were doing 2 before the pandemic, but now doing once a week. That's fine. That's fine. Once a week, 1 upload a week, as long as it's a strong, like, you put your effort into it. I think that's good. That's a good schedule. There's a question here. You both do live videos as well. You live stream on your channels. You do Q&A with your community, which is amazing. So do you think live videos are better than, uploaded videos, or do they serve different purposes for you both?
I think that they serve different purposes, and I agree with using both. I wouldn't say one or the other.
Same.
Ideally use both. And we were having a hard time initially with live stream before the pandemic hit. We were trying to do this once a week thing in the mornings, before we would head to downtown for our meetings, and it just wasn't working out. And then the pandemic hit and nobody could go anywhere. So we were like, okay, now we can do daily live streams because we're literally not leaving the place. And so we did live streaming every day for 65 days straight. And that strengthened the muscle like crazy for live streams. And so now, after getting off of that 65-day streak of live streams, it's like live streaming once a week now is easy for us now. We ingrained that habit in us, and it really taught us a lot. It was difficult to do it 65 days straight, but the things that came out of it were amazing. We built this community. These people showed up, the same people. Lenny was one of them that would show up like every day at 6 p.m. and we would just hang out, answer questions. It wasn't necessarily all about business, because we were kind of just wanting to be an emotional support for people during these crazy times.
Yeah, we just wanted to show up for people during that time. We called it the quarantine life. And so every day we'd go live. And I think that's what live streams, for us at least, that's what purpose they serve, is that you're showing up, you're there, you're live in the flesh, you can answer people's questions on the fly, and just, have a conversation more, because the uploads, you can't really have that two-way conversation. So it's really being able to address people's needs and concerns and getting to know your audience. It's a great way to get to know who your audience is, what they do. It's really provided us a lot of value. So now we do once a week, every Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, we do these weekly masterminds on our channel where we go live. And again, same thing, just hanging out with our audience, answering questions, letting them know what we're up to, how we've progressed, and also asking them the same thing so that we keep each other accountable.
Very good. Very awesome. If you are new, you're just joining us, I'm here with Auret and Jewel from the Essetino Artist, amazing YouTube creators here, fantastic channel, growing, thriving business through their YouTube channel. So we're talking about money and how to make money using YouTube. So if you have any questions, you're joining us, drop them in the chat. Okay, there's a good question here from Corey from Facebook. What if you have a comedy channel? What's the best way to attract sponsors? Any thoughts on that?
Corey,
like an entertainment type channel. I think maybe falls into like vlog, like a vlog channel, which I've got some thoughts on it. I know you guys do some vlogging too on your channel, which is awesome to watch. So maybe some ideas there for Corey on how to attract sponsors.
Yeah, I think that, doing those, we also do like a vlog style, like Rob said, on our channel, because it allows people to get to know us more. If you're doing like skits or that kind of video, maybe those kinds of videos, maybe you could have, maybe you could let people know that you are available for sponsors. So like if you have you do a little intro in the beginning saying this video is sponsored by XYZ, and it doesn't even have to be like, maybe it's something that it's a product that you use that helps you with your comedy or your skits or whatever. It could be a product or service, doesn't matter. And like just being available that way and letting people know that you do those kinds of things, I think is
or in
good.
The description of your videos, like let people know. And like, oh, that's when we went. That was like an 8-hour thing, and that was crazy. Like that was an intense hike, man. But the waterfalls at the end were amazing. That was
It's
Big
worth it.
Cedar Kennedy Falls.
And the other thing that I wanted to mention too is that, previously, like when we were a smaller channel, we would always be like, oh, we really want to get sponsors and that kind of thing. But the truth is like, you got to just attract them to you with great quality content. Like they will reach out to you again, as long as you're consistent. I know that's not like an answer that you want to hear, because it's like you can't really control it and do something now about it. But that's honestly, that's how it happened for us, like with my music channel as well, and for some of our clients.
To get sponsored videos, we just started reviewing stuff that we already had and already loved, and nobody reached out to us. And oftentimes like you'll be reviewing something and then the competitor will come in and be like, oh, can you review ours as well, or compare it to that other one, that video that you did. And maybe your comedy skits are around and they're comedy, and it's like the main feature is like a funny, like a product or something, and maybe you title it as such, as like a funny video on that particular product or whatever. And maybe, companies reach out to you that way. It's not really like a clear cut, this is how you do it, especially if it is like a comedy channel. But I mean, the name of the game is like consistency. The amount, like we have 1,300 videos on our channel, and I have to say that the last 2 years are when we have hit the most growth ever. The first 3-4 years was pretty much of the same stuff of being consistent. That's all it really was. We've upgraded things here and there, but we're pretty much doing the same thing that we did when we first started.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's really it. It's, if you're if you're going to YouTube, I think, and talking to a lot of bigger YouTubers than me, for sure. If you go into it and you're just like, I want to make money, I want to figure out how to make money right away, and you're not in it to just create content that you enjoy, then it's probably going to be really short-lived. And even if it's long-lived, you'll probably really be frustrated, because you're like, money's not coming. It'll come. Like I like your answer there, that it's consistency. For comedy channels, like just look around, what are you using? If you mean like, what's your like skit or your content about? If you're talking about Doritos or something, then reach out to Doritos, like, hey, send them a video, things like that. But yeah, that's a really good question. I think, it's have a media kit too. A lot of content creators will have a media, like a 1-page PDF that they just send out showing all your channels and how many people are watching, all your stats, and maybe different options for them to sponsor you. Make it easy for brands to sponsor you. So very good. Okay, I'm going to keep on going here. There's lots of questions. Lenny Ramirez said, water cooler talk for the lonelypreneur. I guess that was like...
Is that a skit idea? Or was that...
That's good. That's good. No, this is good. Okay, awesome. Okay, so when it comes to monetization again, so is there sort of like a focus for you both right now as far as like your business? Do you focus on or all the things, I guess, but like, are you focusing on going the courses? Like, is there a certain focus each, quarter or month with your business?
Yeah, so we'll set things up in terms of projects. So right now our project is to add more courses or to build up our Creative Business Academy. So that's what we've been focusing on for 2020, but it comes in waves. Like the YouTube channel is always there. It's always a constant because we've made a habit out of it. So we just continue producing great content and also paying attention to the analytics. Like during like from March to May, like when everything was on lockdown, we really noticed what videos were our top videos and did an entire switch to just pump out more of those videos to help more people during that time. And that absolutely had an effect on our channel, our growth, our views, our revenue. So pay attention as well to the analytics. What are people wanting more of? And of course, you have to want to create more of it and enjoy it. Don't be like forced into this black tunnel of like, oh, I need to create only this type of video because that's what people want. It has to be something that you enjoy as well. That element is like so underrated, but it's so important because it's what keeps you going this entire game. And YouTube is a long-term game.
I love that.
And,
I love that.
and when this whole thing started, our analytics were flipped. Like before, it was like our Etsy videos that were doing really well. And then all of a sudden it was like Skype and Zoom and like all those videos rose to the top with monetization. And so, I made a list of all the videos that I could do on those topics, and we just started pumping them out like crazy. And we rode that wave. And it's done really well. Right now, we are focusing on Google AdSense and YouTube monetization that way because it's growing right now. It's really growing, and we want to get it to the highest point that we can because everyone is online right now. Everyone is watching right now. And with that new YouTube update where now you can monetize with 8-minute videos now, I went into our entire catalog and made sure that the ads for the 8-minute videos were turned on, and since doing that, like maybe 3-4 days ago, again, it's like spiked. So you have to look at these trends, what's happening, ride that wave. And I'm very well aware that Google revenue could just disappear. That's why we don't just bank on it. And that's why we have multiple streams of income. It's great right now. I love that it's growing, but I'm very well aware that it can be taken away because it is impacted by world events.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why we also, while that's a constant, YouTube is a constant, we also focus on, have different projects where we're creating products and services in our business and, creating a good product and then releasing it. And it kind of goes like that in waves from throughout the year. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a really good tip there, is that don't just focus on one and put all your eggs on one basket, because then Google AdSense could go away. And so, I love what you're both doing with, having different revenue streams to kind of safeguard your revenue. One thing goes down, then there's other ones that, may go up or is stable. Very good. Very good.
And they have gone down. That has happened to us. So it's just a matter of getting back on the horse and being like, okay, what can I focus on now? What can I create to get this revenue back up?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. Okay. Now, as we wrap up, what is, if you could both go back to starting when you were starting your channel, what would you change? What would you do differently? Kind of looking back. Nothing.
That's a good question.
Well, our journey is our journey, and we wouldn't be here if we change. Maybe I would start interviews sooner because I was really scared to do interviews and live streams. So maybe I would start doing those sooner, but not necessarily do those sooner to make more money or anything like that. But just I enjoy them. I enjoy doing the interviews and being on these live streams and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know that I would change anything because it's been an amazing journey. It's been a long journey, but it's been our journey.
Yeah, I think maybe doing more live streams sooner, because that was always something that was there was resistance there. It can be scary, right? And that, just being consistent with a live stream, because we before would randomly go live here and there, but it really does help the growth of your channel. So maybe doing that. But other than that, I had to go through hundreds of YouTube videos, film hundreds of YouTube videos in order to get better at speaking, in order to get better at presenting and explaining certain things in production of the video. And, it is a journey. And I think as long as you are passionate about what it is that you're talking about, what your channel is about, that's the whole reason why we started the channels. We want to help creative entrepreneurs because that's who we are. And, we just want to kick ass to the whole starving artist thing. No, this is a new world. There is no starving artist now. You have a wealth of opportunities here, and you can make money doing anything online.
Yeah. So true. So true. And we see them all. We see them all talking about all the different topics, so really, really good. Lenny is asking here, I think this might have been asked before in other videos, but when you record, do you script or do you work from an outline, like a bullet point?
For me, I work from an outline. So in the very, very beginning, when I was first starting to record videos, I would script everything out, and it just felt
robotic.
And I wasn't developing the way that I was speaking as well. So I wanted to get better at that. So I actually forced myself to just work from an outline. And as long as I know what the purpose of the video is, what message I want to get across, that's all I need. And I'm just working from that. I think, Jewel, you don't even need an outline.
Well, it depends. It depends on what the video is. That's why I always tell people, start doing videos that on topics that you know very well, and that you were and think of it like you're just explaining it to a friend, so that there's no pressure. You're not trying to be a certain way on camera. Just start off like that. And yeah, I'll write bullet points here and there, but generally speaking, I just kind of go off the cuff. I do a lot of jump cuts, so I remove all the there. But
yeah. A lot of people would be like, "Hey, Rob, how do you not say ums?" And I'm like, just editing it out.
take them out.
Oh man, so funny. No, this is really good. This has been awesome. Any last pieces of advice when it comes to monetizing and building a business on YouTube that you want to leave off with our audience today?
I just want to say, be patient. The YouTube takes a lot of patience, and yes, we want to make money right away. We want to get those sponsor deals. We want our subscriber count to go up, but it is a journey. It is something. It's a personal development vehicle. That's what YouTube is, because you're getting better, you're growing, you're putting yourself out there constantly. And having people come back into your world that way, they're going to get to know you. It takes time. You're building a relationship, right? Like any relationship, it takes time. So just focus on producing quality content consistently, and pay attention to your metrics as well, and you'll get there.
Awesome. So good. Well, thank you so much to both of you. If you guys are watching this live or in the replay, make sure you head over to Jewel and Auret's channel. Go subscribe. They've got amazing tutorials to help you become a better creator and grow your channel. And then also, I'm going to put a link to their courses and their website as well. Tell us a little bit about those courses again for everyone that's just tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 3 courses on our Creative Business Academy that are for YouTubers. One of them is entirely on YouTube SEO, how to title, tag, put the description, all of that kind of stuff for your YouTube videos using TubeBuddy. So you're actually seeing me do the keyword research, open up TubeBuddy keyword tool, how to make those micro decisions in terms of what's a good keyword to go after, all of those things, and then implementing into your video. So that's one course that we have on there. We also have Camtasia. So if you want to get good at video editing, we've been using Camtasia to edit all of our videos. So Jewel has created like a 9+ hour course there for how to go from newbie to pro with the Camtasia software. And then we also have a YouTube mega course. So everything from how to set up your channel, from scratch, what to put for the banner, to monetizing your channel, to producing content consistently, editing, thumbnails, everything. Basically, our whole brain on YouTube is within this course, and we're constantly adding to it and updating it as well. So make sure you check that out. And if you just want a freebie, you want some, thanks for pulling that up, Rob. We do have a guide on content planning for YouTube. So it's a guide that will give you 12 concrete video ideas, and there are little prompts for each idea. So when you answer each prompt, it actually produces a script for your video, so you know exactly what to say within the video. So it's very helpful if you need some ideas for content and also what to say in your videos. So that's a free opt-in that you could find directly on our website.
Amazing. Yeah, definitely grab that free guide. I mean, that's super useful. 12 videos right away. And it's going to write it all out for you basically. And then all those courses. So make sure you do that. I'm going to jump in the chat, make sure that that's all there. But yeah, Jewel, Auret, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're both super busy. Amazing. Love the growth that you guys have had on your channel, and definitely a big fan and watching you guys grow. So thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Rob. Thank you everyone for watching.
Yes. Thank you everyone.
See you all.
Bye.